Welcome back to Old Charles. Today we are looking at the United States 5-cent coin from the year 1998, a coin that many people know as the nickel. At first glance it may look like a normal coin that you can easily find in pocket change, but collectors always pay attention to these coins because sometimes a simple coin can have a surprising value. The 1998 5-cent coin is part of a long-running series in American coinage, and understanding its background can help collectors know whether they might be holding something special. The 1998 nickel shows the portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the front of the coin. His portrait has appeared on the nickel since 1938. Jefferson was one of the most important figures in American history, and he is best known as the author of the United States Declaration of Independence and the third President of the United States. The design of Jefferson facing left was created by the sculptor Felix Schlag, whose work won a national competition held by the United States Mint. On the back of the 1998 nickel you will see the famous home of Thomas Jefferson called Monticello. This building became one of the most recognized images on American coins for many decades. The design shows the front of the historic mansion with the word Monticello written below it, along with the value 5 cents and the country name United States of America. The 1998 5-cent coin was produced at two major mint facilities, the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. Coins made in Philadelphia usually do not show a mint mark, while coins made in Denver have the letter D on the front side of the coin next to the year. Millions of these coins were produced in 1998, which means most examples are still very common today and are often found in everyday circulation. In terms of metal composition, the 1998 nickel is made from 75% copper and 25% nickel. This same mixture has been used for most United States nickels since the late 1940s. Because of this durable metal combination, the coin resists corrosion and can stay in circulation for many years, which is why so many older nickels can still be found today. Now the question many collectors ask is, how much is a 1998 5-cent coin worth? In most cases a circulated 1998 nickel is only worth its face value, which is 5 cents. However, coins that are in very high uncirculated condition can be worth a little more to collectors, especially if the coin has sharp details, bright luster and no visible wear. For example, uncirculated coins graded at high levels by professional grading companies can sell for several dollars and sometimes even more depending on the condition. The highest graded examples can attract serious collectors who want perfect coins for their collections. These top-condition coins are much harder to find because most nickels enter circulation quickly after being minted. Another reason a 1998 nickel might become valuable is the presence of mint errors. Coin errors happen during the production process at the mint. These can include off-center strikes, double designs, die cracks, or unusual metal mistakes. Error coins are always interesting to collectors because they are unique and far less common than normal coins. Collectors also pay attention to the sharpness of the Monticello steps on the reverse side of the coin. Coins that show very clear and complete steps on the building are often considered more desirable in the coin collecting community. These details are difficult to strike perfectly, so coins with strong detail may receive higher grades and higher prices. Although the 1998 5-cent coin is not considered rare in general, it still holds a place in modern American coin collecting. Many collectors enjoy building complete Jefferson nickel sets, which include coins from every year and mint mark. For these collectors, the 1998 nickel is one piece of a much larger historical puzzle. Coins like this also remind us that everyday pocket change can sometimes hold interesting stories. A simple coin connects people to history, art, and the economic life of a country. Even though most 1998 nickels are only worth 5 cents today, collectors still search through rolls of coins hoping to discover a perfect specimen or a rare mint error. So if you ever come across a 1998 United States 5-cent coin, take a closer look at it. Check the condition, examine the mint mark, and study the details of the Monticello building. While it may only be worth a few cents, there is always the exciting possibility that a well-preserved example could be worth much more to the right collector. The United States 5-cent coin from 1998 belongs to the long-running Jefferson nickel series, which began in 1938. Before that time, the 5-cent coin in the United States featured the buffalo nickel design, but the government later decided to replace it with a design honoring an important American leader. The new design featured Thomas Jefferson, who played a major role in the early history of the nation and helped shape the country through his political leadership and ideas. The design for the Jefferson nickel was created by Felix Schlag after he won a design competition organized by the United States Mint. His design showed the profile portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the front of the coin and the famous home of Jefferson called Monticello on the reverse side. This design quickly became one of the most recognizable coin designs in American history and remained in use for many decades. By the time the 1998 nickel was produced, the Jefferson design had already been used for 60 years. The coin continued to carry the same portrait and the Monticello building, which had become an iconic symbol on American coins. The year 1998 was simply another chapter in this long historical series, but it still represents an important part of the modern coinage era of the United States. The 1998 5-cent coin was produced mainly at two mints, the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. Coins from Philadelphia usually have no mint mark, while coins from Denver carry the letter D on the front of the coin. Millions of these coins were made during the year because the United States needed large quantities of coins for everyday commerce and circulation. The metal composition of the coin also reflects an important part of American coin history. Since 1946, the standard nickel has been made from 75% copper and 25% nickel. This durable mixture was chosen because it is strong and resistant to wear, allowing the coin to stay in circulation for many years without serious damage. The 1998 Jefferson nickel represents the stability of American coin design during the late 20th century. For decades, the same design continued to be produced until the early 2000s, when the United States Mint introduced new designs for the Westward Journey series. Until that change, the classic Jefferson portrait and Monticello design remained the standard image on the 5-cent coin. For coin collectors, the 1998 nickel is part of a much larger historical collection known as the Jefferson Nickel series. Many collectors attempt to gather every date and mint mark from the beginning of the series in 1938 all the way to modern issues. Even though the 1998 coin is common, it still plays a role in completing these collections and represents a piece of American monetary history. The history of the 1998 United States 5-cent coin reminds us that even modern coins are connected to important people, places, and historical traditions. Through the portrait of Thomas Jefferson and the image of Monticello, the coin continues to honor one of the most influential leaders in the early history of the United States.